Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deers Embroidery Legacy Live. It is January what is it, James?
It is the 12th today.
Okay, it is the 12th, apparently. Time flies when you're having fun. We just did a live last week. Jesse was with me. James is with me on the sidelines today. I'm trying to talk him into maybe coming live with me next week. What do you think, James?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what everybody thinks in the comments of this stream.
Okay, so if you want James to join me, and I'll sort of drill him for some questions about what is coming up on his side this year. Join us next week, and next week you want to make sure that you join us because we do have something that we're going to be featuring as well. Today we are celebrating Valentines, and in the embroidery world, we always celebrate a little early because we're, I guess, just over a month away. And you need to have time to get your gifts together, to get in the mood for love, all that good stuff. So we are super excited that you guys joined us. I'm excited because I did come up with a bundle again this year. We had one last year. This year's bundle is even better than last year's because we have a new artist that we are doing designs with. And the Christmas designs that she released were by far the most popular artwork that we did this Christmas. So they are all theme related to that same style, and you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us. Where do we have people joining us from, James?
We've got people from all over the place. We've got Kathy from Australia. We've got Crystal from BC. We've got Nancy from Kansas.
I see St. Cloud, Florida, the North Pole.
Yeah, Vicky from the North Pole. So
in Alaska, right?
Thank you so much
Okay, Betty from Somerset, New Jersey. So yeah, we thank you guys for joining us, and we're going to get into a little bit later on in the year more teaching lives, that type of stuff, but we thought we'd kick it off nice and easy. It's not going to be a long one. I just want to show you these Valentine's Day designs we have. If you have any questions, feel free. James is in the comments and he will ask them as we go along, so feel free to do that. And other than that, I think we should get started. What do you think, James?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. Is your mic's not working?
I don't think so.
Okay. So James' mic is not working, apparently, which is too bad. Okay, I'll just do this.
I'll just speak up so everybody can hear me.
Okay. So, and we'll make sure that next week when James is joining us live, he'll have a mic that actually works. And that's probably kind of my fault because I did set up a new mic and I should have tested it. You did ask me, you said, did you test this mic, didn't you? Yes,
well,
you did.
Next week we'll make sure we test.
Okay. Anyways, guys, let's show you guys some of the Valentine's Day designs that we actually did for this year. These actually are the Valentine's squares, and they're squares. You could make quilts, you could make, all kinds of different things out of them, but I kind of geared them for being the full front of sweatshirts. They're all about 7 inches in diameter, and that's usually within the height and the width. And as we can see, actually, we have the designs. They're nice. You can run them on t-shirts because we have some samples on t-shirts. We have Cupid's Corner Cafe Seasoned with Love, February the 14th. I do have some designs. There's 4 of them in this collection that do have appliques. And just so you know, the applique designs do include the SVG file. So if you have a scan and cut, or if you have a Cricut or any of the cutters, you can cut out your appliques and not have to cut them on the machine. And I did also include the Corel Draw files, the CDR files, so you have those files as well. But they will line up perfectly. So you have your placement line, you put your appliques down, hit the go button, it will tack them down, and then you're off to the races. And this, I just used some felt on it. We have our love design pack, we have our kissing booth, and I did use some of the glitter applique material. This is sort of the glitter vinyl in there. Looks great. So the larger areas, I did make sure that we filled it in with an applique as opposed to stitches. But even some of the larger lettering, and I don't know if you can see this here on screen, but I made sure that any of those larger letters, I do have a split satin stitch so that it's not going to, especially on t-shirts and different wearable items, you don't want those stitches to start to pull after multiple launderings. So we took care of all of that. So there's 5 designs, all at 7 inches. And then we have the next ones. Actually, this is a sample that Beth did. That's my daughter, Beth. You can't see her face, but I can tell from the nice white teeth. And this is Eli, my grandson. And that is one of the designs that says "Step Right Up Kissing Booth, 25 cents." And she did it without the applique, so you can do it either way. But that's pretty cute. And he made a quarter there, didn't he? Yep. So anyways, that one is cute. And then we have a couple more. We have the Love is Brewing, and that is 2 different appliques in this one as well. So there's 2 appliques that run in there. Again, I used the glitter vinyl. Here is the Love You Dearly, which this for the Dear family. I know we're going to get a lot of use out of this one this year. So Love You Dearly. We have our special delivery. I really like this one. There's 3 different appliques in here. You can choose whatever colors you want, but within our PDFs, we do show you where the outline stitches and the tack down stitch, so it's all there for you to follow. We have this one, which I thought was really cute, Sweetheart Candy Shop, Making Love Sweet. And I almost reversed it. I almost said Making Sweet Love, but that might have been a little too risque. So actually, James laughed over there. I wish you could. But and I do want to wish my wife Jennifer a early Valentine's. I know I'm still going to have to, do it the day of and all that kind of stuff, but I was asking her how long we've been together. I'm not going to tell you the exact amount of years, but I will let you know I met Jennifer when she was 15 years old and I was 17. So it's been getting close to 4 decades that we've actually known each other. So for those of you who have long-term sweethearts, you know that that's quite a feat in today's day and age, that she put up with me all of these years. That's probably, and James is smiling again over in the corner. So then we have the wine chocolate season. So that one there. And that sort of wraps up our 7-inch designs. Now within the sort of standard collections, we also have some cute dog designs, and we are getting to some cats shortly, so don't worry for all of you cat lovers out there. We'll have some stuff in the future, but this is a placemat that we did with the Love is Brewing, and I thought that was cute. But when we get to our furry friends, we called it the Puppy Love Pack. We have Cupid's Furry Valentine, I Choose You, I Wolf You Most the Most, and Let's Sniff Butts. That one I don't know, but anyways, I'm the best Valentines on 4 legs, but these are not 7-inch designs. These are more around the 4.5 to 5 inch in height or width. And we did this so that when you make one for your furry friends, and here is a cute little dog. What breed is this, James? This is my son Jesse's new furry friend. He's a puppy. It's a Griffith or a Griffin?
Yeah, a Griffin something.
A Griffin. They are so... how can we word this nicely so I'm not going to get in trouble? They're so they're adorably ugly sometimes, but and please, if you have one, please don't take offense to that, but he has this little overbite, and when he looks at you, you're like your heart melts. So he's apparently sniffing butts this Valentine's. But it's cute designs, and you can make them for your furry friends, and there is 5 others there as well. I like doing some of this word art sometimes because cute play on words, and they're just fun. So all of those designs are included as well. And this is where we get into the Valentine's Day artwork that I was really excited about doing because it is detailed. And I like doing the easy stuff, but I like doing the more detailed designs, things with multiple outlines, lots of color changes. I will let you know that to get the detail in designs like this, there does need to be a lot of stitches. You'll want to make sure that you use the correct stabilizer based on the fabric that you're going to be running it on. You'll run, you'll run a different type of stabilizer on denim than you would t-shirt material, so make sure you choose that wisely. And also, I do strongly suggest that you don't float these designs, especially on a garment. What I mean by that is don't just place the fabric of the garment on top of a hoop and rely on basting stitches or tacky stabilizer. You'll want to definitely hoop these within a hoop so that you have the area of the fabric being held all the way around, because when we get to these little outlines, they are going to want to line up as close as possible, so you need to make sure that your embroidery design is secure. Now, this is the Who Wants to Win time. We're going to give away some stuff, and we're not going to give away the Valentine's Day pack. If you joined us live last week, we gave away the Valentine's Day pack last week for people to claim this week. And we're going to do the same thing because next week we actually have the Join Us Live again, and we have a new signature series collection. I did release, I think, 5 of these last year. And next week is going to be the first. And this one is crazy detailed, artistic merit. And you're going to love it when you see it, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But you do have a chance to win. So you're going to win this sight unseen. And if you do win it, you're going to want to make sure that you join us live. So what should they type in, James?
How about love?
Okay, love, actually, yes. And not the wording that I said before, right? No, okay. Yeah, just type in the word love, and I guess we'll take a winner out of YouTube and Facebook, and we'll choose those shortly. So here is the designs, and these are super, super cute. I'll sort of hold them up so you can also get an idea of the outlines and the detail on these. But they are just blending of stitches, all of the stitching in the beard. I make sure that I use running stitches to get the contours of the beard and base fills, and I'm blending stitches together to get all that detail on there. This one's super cute. Oh, actually, we ran that one on a scarf. If you are in the northern states or Canada, you know it is cold, so I think Beth ran a scarf, and she's probably using it right now as we speak. But this is another cute little gnome, and it's Be Mine, so lots and lots of detail on there. And that one is also cute. And then we had a couple of different hummingbirds. So this one is about, I think, 5 inches in width. You could put this on a sweatshirt. And you have the hummingbirds, again, artistic merit, detail, tried to get the blending in there. We have this one with lots of outlines around the lettering. And that's why I said you really need to make sure that you hoop these designs securely, regardless of what you're putting it on, because you want all of those outlines to line up perfectly around all of the detail. And as a digitizer, this is one of the hardest things that you have to learn how to do, is to map a design as complex as this properly, so that when it sews out all those colors, all of the outlines register correctly on all of the stuff that's inside of the outlines. So that's the fun part about digitizing. Those of you who are digitizers, I know you understand what I mean, because you've probably run samples over and over and over again trying to get outlines to run perfectly. It takes time and experience. And I guess that should be a plug where we do have education to help start you on your learning curve. So that is something that does take time. Now this one is cute. It's actually called Be Mine, and it's kind of a little tree type thing. And there we have that one. Again, tiny little details that you can see the size of my finger there and the size of that little cardinal. And there's a little cardinal sitting here as well. But all those outlines line up perfectly. And then within the first bundle, there is 2 what I like to call, I guess they are premium designs. And it's because they are bigger and much more complex. And this, if you did get some of the Christmas designs, this will look kind of familiar, because we had this actually, these 2 chickadees were sitting on ornaments. And now we have them sitting on a cup with lots of hearts in there. And again, they just look awesome. These are, I just love the artwork. Are we getting any good comments on the artwork? I mean, the artist is incredibly talented. I'm a good digitizer, but I can only produce stuff as good as the artist, the person who created it. I'm a good copy artist, and that's what I tried to do. This is another premium one.
Darla even said a little color change can make this work all year long.
Yeah, actually, that's right. Or if you have software, because I do include the EMB files, just so you know. So if you have the Hatch software, you can actually get in there and I give you the native files. And if you want to pop all the hearts out of there, out of that mug, you can do it in a matter of seconds and recreate it for any time of the year. And this one was also another one that I think is really cool. Premium design that could be on the full front of a sweatshirt. And he's just one happy gnome. You can tell he's in the spirit. I think he's holding a wine glass there, but that is a design that I love. Now I did the next bundle in a different color. I ran those ones on canvas, and on this one I ran it on a white felt, so that I personally could just differentiate between the 2 collections. I did a Valentine's bundle 1 and a Valentine's bundle 2. And I will also mention to all of you that You don't have to get the bundle. I'm going to show you how much the bundle is later on. And if you like the designs and you want the entire bundle, it is a fantastic deal. But if you just like one of the designs, you can get it on our site for $3.95 for the regular designs. The premium designs, I think, are $8.95 or something like that, James. You can buy them individually. But also remember, if you are a club member, if you're a member of our I guess Ultimate Club, we have 3 different levels. All of these designs can be downloaded within your membership. So you don't have to buy these. You're getting them for pennies on the dollar, so to speak. So here is one of the designs, and this one is, I don't even know what you call that, but it's just some cute little signs on a wooden signpost. And then we have this one, another hummingbird. This one's larger. This would look great on the front of a sweatshirt. And it just says love, lots of detail, lots of blending inside of that hummingbird. So you're capturing the artistic merit. This one, I will totally be honest with you, I did have to edit this file. I'm pretty good after almost 4 decades of digitizing, where for the most part, 95% of the time, I can look at a design that's complex and I know by experience how to digitize it. So when I run it on the machine, I usually get good results. This one stumped me a little bit and I had to go in and edit and resequence it because there is, and actually let's call it the bigger version here, but there is a ton of detail going around all of the presents, the wreath, everything. And if you look really, really close here, and you will not see this on the sample that you run because it's edited, but this is the one that I edited from, the outline is off just ever so slightly on that design. So we do proof our designs. We try our best to get the registration correct. And even though I've been doing this a long time, for a design that's that complex, I really have to proof my work. And if you are learning how to create designs, that is something you have to do. You got to digitize, run samples. Digitize, run samples. It's the only way you learn is by your trial and error, and it's the repetitive nature of it that gets you better and better. Now this one's cute as well. Wine is my Valentine. And again, that chickadee, I'm in love with the chickadees that she does, but that is a great design. And again, nice and big full front of a shirt. That would look fantastic. And the gnome craze is still going on. So there is another one of our gnomes in a Valentine's. And oh, actually, Beth did one of these samples. She did an apron, and there is wine there. What do you want to bet, James, that she drank that wine after she ran the sample?
I'd say the odds are pretty high.
The odds are pretty high. My daughter likes her wine. And she likes nice wine, so I think she likes running these wine samples for us. I could be wrong. If she's listening, she's smiling right now. But here's another little Valentine gnome.
She said she indeed did have a glass of wine.
Did she? Okay, so she is watching. Beth, and Beth, should we keep up the wine designs? Because this artist has a whole bunch, so. Well, or does anybody else want to see more wine designs? So I think they're cool. And this artist, just so you know, also has a whole series of beer designs as well. So we should probably do a few for our beer drinkers out there. This one is one of the premium designs within that collection. So it has, again, a big wreath, but lots and lots of detail and lots of running stitches outlining everything that you see. And then the one that I showed last week, which I did show you, my favorite, I told you guys this was my favorite one, and it is this one right here. And again, those chickadees, I love the chickadees. For some reason, the chickadees in everything. Easter's coming too. There might be some more chickadees at Easter time. We'll have to see. So any questions, James? I can repeat it because you don't have a mic.
There's not a ton of questions, but everybody is super excited about it.
Awesome.
One of the questions that we do have is, how do I learn to split satin stitches that John used in those letters? Is there anything in the dream course that would cover that?
The question was, how do I learn to split satin stitches, like the larger lettering? Here's usually what I tell people. When I give the basic theory of satin stitches, I tell the theory of how wide a stitch should be. And on a wearable item, I tell people that it's between usually 2.5 is safe for the width of a satin, up to, you can go smaller, but 2.5 will actually sit on most fabric types. and not disappear into the weave or the nap of the actual fabric, or if it's fleece, just into the fleece. It's like throwing seeds on the grass. They fall into the grass and you lose the seeds. You have trouble finding them. Same thing with embroidery. You need underlay, you need a wider satin stitch, and you can go up to 7 millimeters safely. When you go over 7 millimeters, that's when on most garments and most fabric types, after laundering, because it can look good when you take it off the machine and out of the hoop, but you throw that into a laundering cycle 3 or 4 times and everything kind of shrinks in, the stabilizer shrinks up as well, and your lettering becomes all loopy. Then anything over 7 millimeters, you're usually safer to have what's called a spliced or split satin stitch. Most software programs will have that feature in it. So we are Hatch users, and we have a little checkbox within our satin stitch that actually says split stitches. And that means that any stitches that you create that are over 7 millimeters, the software will automatically splice them together. If you have Hatch, and if you've ever run a design with a really wide stitch and it showed up on your computer screen, but you ran it on your machine and you created something called invisible embroidery because your machine did, the small part of that letter I, it was narrow at the top and it stitched it, and then all of a sudden you come back, half an hour later, and part of that lettering has disappeared, and then it continued sewing somewhere else. The reason that happened is your stitches went over 12.1 millimeters, which automatically forces a trim on most home and commercial machines. So a really long explanation, but to answer that, yes, within our basic theory, I do give all of the rules for stitches. And whether you're a digitizer or not, in my opinion, every person who owns an embroidery machine should understand the basic terminology and the theory for all 3 stitch types and some of the other stuff. And if you want that for free, we do have a cheat sheet, right, James?
Yep, we do.
So James will probably put up a link there, but if you want some of the basic theory, a little video that sort of tells you what all this stuff does, I go over it very quickly. If you want more information, we have lots of extra education that will help you if you do want to learn how to digitize, get past the learning curve without all of the frustration that can be involved. So anyways, that was a really long explanation. Any other questions, James?
Yeah, we have 2 more questions.
Sure.
Linda is asking, how do I become an Embroidery Legacy Design Club member?
To become an Embroidery Legacy Design Club member, James will put up a link right now. It'll go to that page on our site. We have 3 different options. You can become a, do you know what the options are? I know the last one is the Embroidery Addict because I'm addicted to embroidery, and you get like 50 downloads or points, which are downloads for the most part, every single month. We have the Enthusiast and we have the Beginner, I think,
we have an Occasional Stitcher, the Embroidery Enthusiast, and the Embroidery Addict.
So we have the Occasional Stitcher, the Embroidery Enthusiast, and the Embroidery Addicts, and it is very reasonable. How much is the price for the beginner one, the Occasional Stitcher?
So the Occasional Stitcher is $67 per year.
Okay, so that's $67 for the entire year, not per month, but the entire year is $67, and you actually get 5 designs of your choice every single month from our entire database. You can choose from our fonts. Keep in mind our fonts are 5 points. Our premium designs might be more than 1 point, but all of our regular designs, which were pretty much everything that you saw there with the exception of those 4 premium designs, you get for 1 single point. And it works out to, I think in that one, like maybe 50 cents a design. If you're an addict, if you're an embroidery addict and you want to download 50 designs every single month and get 50 points, which could equal out to like, how many fonts would that be? 10 fonts, like ESA fonts, premium designs, all that kind of stuff. It does work out to about 34 cents per design. And the big difference with our club is because we own all of the designs that we've created and I'm not paying royalties out to other parties, I am able to let you choose from our entire database. You're not just getting designs every month that you might not like and you're kind of like, well, yeah, it's free, but if I never use it, what good does free do? You get to choose what you want, when you want it. If you're embroidering at 2 a.m., you can choose your designs at 2 a.m. if you're looking for anything, whether it's a golf club or whether it is a Chickadee, we have that available. Just type it in the search and those will come available. We do have 634 Valentine's Day designs in our website. And that's a lot of Valentine's Day designs. And I think they're on sale as well, aren't they? 25% off. So anyways, you can get designs individually. You can become a club member. However you want your designs, we'll help you out any way possible. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, and the last question is, Crystal says, are these designs ready to go?
They are all set to go. I make sure that they are digitized, they're proofed. I do the conversions for all of the file formats personally. And I do them personally every design because I want to make sure that they are checked and that all the formats are done. I make sure that if there's appliques, that we do the SVGs. You get the native EMB formats because I am a Wilcom digitizer, have been for over 30 years. And I give you all of the file formats for pretty much every machine that's out there in the industry. Whether it is a Bernina, a Janome, a Tajima, a ZSK, whatever your brand or flavor is, we have formats for you. You load the design and it will stitch. And the PDF that shows you the stitch count, the height, the width, and all of the running instructions as far as the colors to choose. You have to choose your own colors, which is why if you have a thread stash, which I know you all do, you need every color available. And then you need to go on to the next brand and get all those colors as well, because threads can make or break a design with regards to color choice. So, good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, now for the special news, all of these designs, and actually Beth did a pillow here. There's no wine glass, but this might have been while she was on her third glass of wine, maybe. Okay, so anyways, this one here, actually, oh, I forgot the slide. James. Okay, you know what? I'm going to come back here. Can you fill in a little bit of time? Because I forgot the most important slide that had the price.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll, give me a sec, guys. I'm going to close this up, find that one slide here. That's my bad. And I'll make sure that I get it up for you here right away.
Now, just out of curiosity, I would love it if you guys could leave in the comments what you'd like to see for next year's Valentine's projects.
Awesome. Okay. And let's see if I can find this real quick here. And oh, you know what? Choose the winners. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're going to go ahead and select the winners. So for Muriel Butler on YouTube, she has won, and she's actually celebrating 65 years with her significant
so
other.
That was Mariel?
Yeah, Muriel Butler.
Mariel Butler, 65 years with her significant other. Congratulations. And now you have all kinds of wonderful designs that you can sew out for your significant other. And that was, and if you want to know how to claim your prize, all you have to do is send us an email at contact@embroiderylegacy.com. And James will put that, I guess, in the comments. And Leanne in our office, just let her know that you were the winner. She'll have your name to verify. And next week, when we do the live and when we release the new premium collection, we will make sure that you are going to be one of the first people to receive that. Okay, next one, James.
Yep, and on Facebook, we have Mary Downey.
Mary Downey on Facebook. Congratulations. Awesome. And I think I actually have that slide up now, James.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go over here. And there we go. Okay, I did it. And there we go. Okay, so the entire collection, just so you know, we have on sale right now for $19.95. And that does actually work out to less than 34 cents a design, I believe, because this bundle, if you were to purchase these designs individually, I think is just over $154. So that is the price at $3.95 and $8.95 each. But for a limited time, and I don't know how long Jesse set this up for. It might say on the countdown when if you go to the link that James is putting up, you'll see a counter on there. It might be for 10 days or something.
Yeah, we got 10 days and 23 hours left.
So 10 days and 23 hours left. This will be on sale for $19.95. And I think it is a fantastic deal, fantastic, cute designs. Again, I love the artwork, and I think that it's going to be a big winner for people at Valentine's Day. Seeing as I can't get my last slide up, it was just letting people know to please join our social media. We have four different Facebook, or three groups now? Yep. 3 Facebook groups, and we have our YouTube channel. We appreciate if you guys subscribe. We're growing quickly, and that's what James does. James is the man behind the curtain with regards to our social media. Any other questions, James, here?
Nope, that's all for right
Awesome. Okay, so we did want to keep this one kind of short and sweet for you guys. We're just showing you the new bundle we have. Next week, I'll do a little interview with my son, James. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the Deer's embroidery legacy and sort of find out what James does behind the scene, join us for that. And we will also show you the newest signature series collection, which I am super excited to show you. I really had to practice discipline in not previewing a sample, because as soon as I show you a sample, it'll give the theme away, and that's not much fun. So we have to make sure we do that. And it says $24.95. I see a comment on there.
Yeah, so the price that was posted was wrong, but we've just updated the price on the back end to match the video.
So awesome. And that would have been, yep, okay, so it's an even better deal. We adjusted that, so that's good.
Yep.
Okay, so anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We have any more questions, my son?
Nope, we're all good.
We're good? Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful week. We hope you have a lot of fun running these Valentine's designs, and I better get busy for my wife as well. What are you getting, Sam, James?
Well, I can't reveal the secret
sorry.
just yet.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Sam is James' significant other, so maybe we'll have to get Sam in at one point, because Sam actually does run a lot of our samples. So
Yep.
it really is a family affair, and we thank you guys for being a part of our family and our legacy, and we want to help you to build your embroidery legacy as well. Awesome. Good to go?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank
Blessings,
you so much
guys.
for joining us.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.